What's up, college football fans? Don't forget to check out and order your copy of Stiff Arming Football Myths, our latest football game plan book. So go on our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copy. We have these available in paperback as well as in PDF form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our preview of the 2014 Russell Athletic Bowl between the Oklahoma Sooners and the Clemson Tigers. Now let's take a look at some coaching points for both teams in this ball game, starting with Oklahoma. For Oklahoma in this ball game, the defensive backs can aggressively make plays on the football. I think facing Cole Stout, a guy that's not as accurate as Deshaun Watson, the freshman quarterback, I think they can make plays on the ball and get the ball back to that Oklahoma offense. And I would get Blake Bell involved early in the ball game. This tight end can be a tough matchup for these Clemson linebackers, and you want to feature him so that way it opens things up on the outside for the wide receivers. And defensively, it's all about keeping your eyes on your luggage. Clemson does a lot of movement in the backfield, and if you get caught looking in the backfield, that's when they hit big plays deep down the field in the passing game. And for Clemson in this ball game, the run fits have to be on point. They can't allow those linemen of the Oklahoma Sooners to get to the second level, meet them at the line of scrimmage, and it gives you a great chance of slowing down their ground game. And on offense, I would play small ball with Cole Stout in that passing offense. Your short to intermediate passing game, I would work that. Also rely on the ground game to open things up deep down the field off of play action. Don't put too much on Stout in this ball game versus an aggressive Oklahoma defense. And defensively, it's about contained pressure versus the Sooners. They love to get you out of position and want you to fly up the football field because they run a lot of outside zone, a lot of inside zone. Even Trevor Knight, the quarterback, can make plays with his legs. So I would go push versus pressure on the outside and keep all of the pressure that you want to send between that A and B gap. The biggest X factor in this game for the Sooners will be the play of their offensive line. There are mammoth guys up front: Thompson, Sheed, Darlington, Williams, Savage. Those guys have only allowed 8 sacks on the season, and quite honestly, this is a strength versus strength battle because their offensive line is just as talented as Clemson defensive front. So if they can hold their own and get that running game going and also keep Knight well protected, it bodes well for their chances. And the biggest X factor in this game for the Tigers will be the play of their quarterback. I know that's an obvious one, but Cole Stout has to protect the football. That's the biggest thing. He's capable. He can get the job done. He can't turn the football over, and there will be many opportunities that Oklahoma will try to bait him into a bad decision. If he protects the football, Clemson wins the game. Now, here are some 2015 draft prospects you want to watch out for in this ball game. And for Oklahoma, the two bookends on the offensive line, Darrell Williams and Tyrus Thompson, two excellent tackle prospects. Blake Bell has found the home at tight end. The former quarterback at 6'6", 264 gives you a valuable option in the intermediate passing game. And when you look at the defensive line of Clemson, star-studded Vic Beasley, Corey Crawford, Grady Jarrett, all guys, in my opinion, will play a long time on Sundays, and I've always been a big fan of Stephon Anthony, the 6'2", 235-pound inside backer. Greg Pruitt was a tremendous tailback for the University of Oklahoma. He was an All-American in 71 and in 72, all-conference performer in those seasons as well. He came in second in the Heisman Trophy in 72 and third in 71, and finished his Oklahoma career scoring 41 touchdowns as a Sooner. In the 4 years Jeff Davis played at Clemson, he started 35 of 40 games, recording 469 tackles and 4 sacks and also 4 interceptions. He was also named ACC Player of the Year in 1981. In the 2012 Russell Athletic Bowl, this was a matchup between two excellent defenses, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Virginia Tech Hokies, and Frank Beamer's defense held court outside of the first quarter, in which they gave up 10 points, shutting Rutgers out the rest of the game to win 13-10. In the 1991 Gator Bowl, Oklahoma took on Virginia, and the Cavaliers came into this ball game favored by 1.5 and Gary Gibbs' Oklahoma Sooners came in and used that as motivation as they ran Virginia out of the stadium 48-14.
In the 1989 Gator Bowl, Clemson took on West Virginia, and West Virginia came into this ballgame ranked 17th in the nation, and that year Clemson was ranked 14th. Very good football team led by head coach Danny Ford in that option attack, and they were able to stymie a lot of what West Virginia wanted to do offensively and winning the game 27-7. I like Oklahoma in this ballgame. Two reasons why I believe the Sooners will come away victorious. Number one, they're able to dominate on the line of scrimmage offensively, which means they can run the football, which also means Trevor Knight has that luxury of operating off play action. And defensively, they're active in the back seven. Eric Stryker is an outstanding linebacker, and the way they play aggressive on the corners will lead them to success in having big plays versus Cole Stout in that passing offense of Clemson. So I think the Oklahoma Sooners knock off Clemson in this year's Russell Athletic Bowl.